An historic snowstorm is about to sweep through the southeast. Arctic air has settled through much of the country, and we are seeing record lows in some locations. And we are potentially looking at one more winter storm across the east before the end of January. All right, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. These are the latest projected totals in the south central region from our European model. And we have a large area from just southwest of Houston all the way out through southern Louisiana and southern Mississippi that could see anywhere from between 2 to up to 6 inches of snow. Again, I would be cautious with some of these totals. Right now, we're seeing possibly 5 inches into Houston. I'd say 2 to 3, and if you get 5, you should be happy. Simply because we are going to have some mixing down here, and what this model is doing is turning all of that precipitable water into snow, although it won't all be snow. And wow, if this is accurate, from Lake Charles to Baton Rouge to New Orleans, you could see 4 to 6 inches of snow. Again, I'd pull back on those totals just a little bit because of the mixing. Luckily for you guys down here though, freezing rain does not look to be too big of a threat. There is the possibility of 1 to 3 inches of snow in southern Alabama, southern Georgia, and southeastern South Carolina. I want you guys to remember though, on the southern edge of this snow line, really as we talk about all the snow going up the coast, there is going to be a little mixing that will likely pull these totals back a little bit. And we are going to have to watch this pocket of potential freezing rain really from Savannah, Georgia down to Jacksonville, Florida, and across the Florida-Georgia line. Coastal North Carolina may actually receive more than expected. That's because as this storm moves off to the east, it'll go from a positive tilt to about a neutral tilt. That will allow a little bit more energy to be pulled into the system as the snow is moving through coastal North Carolina. While we see 3 to 6 here, I'd say there's a better potential for 2 to 4, but again, some people could outperform. And lastly, with the southern storm, there will be some snow showers that move off to the north. Now, some areas up here to the north could see a surprise accumulation just because of how cold the air will be. You're not going to have any mixing issues. So a stray snow shower or two could technically drop an inch somewhere up here. Our Great Lake region over the next 72 hours looks to see a lot of snow. As I said in my last video, western Michigan looks to be more like 6 inches to a foot, although Buffalo into the southwest and the Watertown areas could receive anywhere from 1 to 2 feet of snow locally. I wanted to quickly show you a snapshot of our current temperature anomalies. We are seeing 20 to 40 degrees below average through almost the entire US. And we expect these below average temperatures to almost stick around out east until the end of the weekend, where we may see possibly one more winter storm out east that wants to form before the end of the month. So we'll be watching this closely. Our WPO, or Western Pacific Oscillation, is still projected to dip into the negatives around the 28th or 29th. And this typically can't be a sign for some colder air moving back into the east and can bring the possibility for some more wintry weather. So I will keep my eye on it. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a sub or a follow. I make posts like this every single day and I go live every single night. I'll see you in the next video.